in the eastern part of NATO are working closely together to make sure that all this gear, all this military aid is getting and shipped to Ukraine in a way that it maximizes the impact on your war effort. So we will continue to do that. We are with you every step of the way, as you know. And again, thank you for being here. Thank you for willing to update the foreign ministers on the situation in Ukraine. And please, Andriy, if you would share one or two thoughts with us.
Dear Mark, dear Secretary General, dear friends, for me it is really important to be here today. Thank you for inviting me. Tonight we have a very important meeting of the NATO-Ukraine Council, and I am deeply grateful to all our allies for their support. And thanks a lot for your valuable remarks. I especially thank you, Mark, for your personal commitment and leadership. I came to NATO headquarters to talk about peace, just, long-lasting, comprehensive peace, how to achieve it, and how to sustain it. Ukraine has shown its readiness to achieve peace. We accepted the US proposal for a full interim 30-day ceasefire without any conditions. This proposal is still on the table. But we can see that instead of accepting it, Putin talks about demands and conditions. Russia must get serious about peace. For this, it is time to increase pressure on Moscow. Now is the time for diplomacy, but also pressure and deterrence. While the media attention is on global trade wars, we must not forget there is a real full-scale war going on in Europe. Russia remains an existential threat to Europe. Every single day in Ukraine means Russian bombs, drones, constant missile threats. Hundreds of Shaheds every night. It cannot be ignored, and of course we expect a strong response. Today at the NATO-Ukraine Council, I will focus on self-sufficiency of Ukraine and Europe. Ukraine now spends 26% of its budget on defense. Our defense industry produces millions of drones per year, among other achievements. We are already almost 40% self-sufficient, and we can increase all of these numbers. Modern Ukraine is a guardian of peace and Euro-Atlantic security, not a country only seeking protection. 800,000 Ukrainian soldiers are defenders of Ukraine, but they are also defenders of Europe. They must be well armed. Peace must be well armed. Our defense industry will become the backbone of European defense. Our army is the largest land army in Europe, and our defense technology is one of the most advanced. NATO and Europe must look eastwards and see a strong and committed ally, Ukraine. The question today is not whether Russia wants to attack the rest of Europe. Look at how much resources it puts in its military machine. The question is only, will we be prepared or not? Will we stop Russia in Ukraine and deter in further aggression? Our answer is yes, but only if pressure on Moscow is increased and Ukraine is strengthened. Today I will discuss with allies how to put pressure on Russia to engage in real dialogue. I will also discuss our urgent defense needs and security guarantees for Ukraine, as well as a credible deterrence package. For us, strong and long-lasting guarantees are directly linked to the ongoing peace process and efforts, because without them, Russia will attack again. We remember what Russian occupation brings. 3 years ago, on this day, Ukraine liberated the village of Yagidne. We saw unspeakable atrocities there. We don't want to see this and other villages and communities occupied again. This is a historic and defining moment for the future of Ukraine and Europe. It demands our strength, our commitment, and our unity. And I am certain we can find them. Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Press. Thanks.